How would have I have booked WWE's Invasion Angle from 2001? A lot of professional wrestling fans, including myself, have said over the years how differently we would change the Invasion Angle, because as we all know, in 2001 the WWF had an Invasion Angle which sucked terribly, and it was the worst booked Invasion Angle ever. I mean, the Invasion Angle started about March, where it all started where where Vince was gonna buy WCW, and he was gonna help WCW in some kind of way, and he was gonna kill the competition because he bought WCW. And I remember in 2001, when I was 4 years old, I can still remember, you know, when I was a little kid watching, you know, Vince McMahon on WCW, thinking I will never see Vince on an opposite you know, opposite brand from WWE, and it was a kind of shocker to me. And it was like when Vince said, "I own WCW" and whatever, and then Shane came onto the screen saying, "Yeah, McMahon does own WCW, but it's not Vince McMahon, it's Shane McMahon." And Shane says, "Now I own WCW." And he also, as we know, him and Shane and Vince are in a kind of a father-son feud at Wrestle 17, which they had a really awesome street fight. I think Vince won the street fight, or was it Shane? I cannot remember who won the match. And then they went on after that. The next night on Raw, they had the WCW guys come in and basically have attack the WWF guys, and then the ECW guys were attacking the WWF guys and line us up with the WCW guys. Also Paul Heyman and Stephanie were the owners. Stephanie was the executive owner of ECW, and Paul Heyman was a former Paul Heyman was a former GM there, and he wrote a lot of storylines for ECW. So him and Stephanie aligned themselves with Shane McMahon, and that led to the Invasion Angle. And then the Invasion Angle happened. We had an Invasion pay-per-view, which basically WCW and ECW got the win because of a heel Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was at this point a tweener, who was probably the fans probably should have known that he was gonna. He turned on WWF, sided with WCW and ECW, and he was part of the alliance for a bit till the end of 2001, and then that was the end of the alliance, and it ended the Invasion Angle. Thank God for that, where you had Stone Cold turn babyface and turn his back on the alliance and side back with the WWF again, and that was the end of Invasion 2001. But this is how I would have booked it better, and I can book this Invasion Angle better, and this is how I would have booked it better. So you get to the Royal Rumble, and it's who won? It was Stone Cold Steve Austin. So after that, after Steve Austin won the Royal Rumble, the night after Royal Rumble, you have some WCW guys come down. You have like Stinger and you have like Goldberg, Spear, Stone Cold, and you have other mid-carders and other like big names take out the big names of the WWE. You have maybe your Ric Flair would take out Triple H. You would have Sting take out Undertaker. I would have Goldberg maybe take out The Rock, or somebody like Stone Cold to make a statement. Right, I'll find it to you guys. You would have Macho Man take out somebody like, I don't know, maybe Kane or Mankind to make a statement, or Chris Jericho. It doesn't matter. And then it would build up, and then maybe over a matter of time I would have Chris Jericho versus Macho Man, or maybe Macho Man versus somebody else. I don't know. Sting versus Undertaker. Stone Cold Hulk Hogan, obvious match there. NWO come out, they attack Hogan, they attack Austin, also he's the known contender, and then Rock can say, "Well, you know what, Austin, I paid the NWO to kick your ass before our match at WrestleMania." And then Hogan's like, "You know what, I'm gonna tell you something, dude. Well, you know what?
I'm part of this invasion angle, dude, and I'm gonna fight for WCW, dude, and I'm gonna burn WWF to the ground, brother.
Because Hogan's like,
I carried the company, and I'm gonna bury the
company, and like Hogan's like totally like, damn, in the WWE, heel time, whatever, and then like they have a series of matches. They get to the invasion where it's basically we have the big 8-man tag match where you have Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, healed up Shawn Michaels at this time, and I'm not saying because I'm thinking at this time. Hopefully, when I booked it, you know, this is how I would book the invasion. I would have a healed up Shawn Michaels, like he's fully ready to go in this match, and a healed up Triple H because they was both injured at the time anyway. Yeah, so they return, and they're the surprise from Team WWF, and also on the you have like Kurt Angle and Jericho. They're the two other young guys you're going to use, and they're also going to be the guys who are going to main event the WWE for the next 10 to 15 years, in which they did. And you would have in the WCW corner, you would have Sting, the captain, the leader of WCW, a tweener Hulk Hogan, because we don't know if he's going to turn babyface, and maybe turn on the Alliance later on. A Booker T, who's just gradually getting into the main event scene in the WCW, and you know what's the time with the WWF. And you've got a pretty established main eventer in Goldberg. You would have a great mid-carder in a Scott Hall, and you would have a legend, another legend in the business like Ric Flair. So that will be your guy. Did I mention somebody else? I think I mentioned all the 8 guys for WCW. They would have a match. In the match, I'll probably like at the end. They'll probably like Hogan will probably turn on the Alliance. So you know what, dude? I'm going back with the WWF, and he like turns in like red and yellow. Where basically Hogan sides with WWF, and then Sting is like staying with WCW, and then at Survivor Series I would have the match again where they have like single matches at SummerSlam, where you have like one Alliance member and one WWF member, and the other losers has got to leave the group. So if an Alliance member lost to Team WWF, that means the Alliance would have to lose a member for Survivor Series, or let's say if the Team WWF lost the match at the SummerSlam, they would, you know, have to lose a member. And then we get to Survivor Series, and then my big blow-off match for this invasion angle would be, you've got Team Alliance, you've got Team WWF. At the end, you think that Austin's gonna turn on the WWF. You think that that's it, because he's a heel as well. But obviously, he does kind of side with the Alliance. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna screw with the Alliance, and then we all think he's like. And then at the end, it's like Shane McMahon and Stone Cold, the final 2 for the Alliance, and the final 2 for Team WWF are like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and like the brawl and whatever. Shawn Michaels and Triple H do double tag team moves on. Shane McMahon like told the X inside or whatever, and like and then Shane goes tagging Austin, and then Stone Cold's like, I don't want to tag in the Alliance, stunner to the Alliance, and then I said that. And then like basically Stone Cold stunner to the Alliance. Stone Cold, what the hell? The crowd go, no, Stone Cold's back as a babyface, helps the X get the win. 1, 2, 3. The Alliance has been beaten by Team WWF, and that means Team WWF win the Monday Night Wars finally forever. No more Attitude Era. That closes the chapter forever, and that is it. Done. And then some of the wrestlers from WCW finally do eventually sign with WWF, like Sting and Goldberg, and you know the wrestlers on. And that's how I would have booked the WWF Invasion Angle 2001. Leave your thoughts on how you would have booked the Invasion Angle in the comment section below, guys. Was it better than mine? Do you agree with some of my booking for this Invasion Angle, or do you think it's just better? Leave your comments in the comments below, guys. That's what the game's broke out.